Have you just bought City Skylines? Do you need help? And do you want some tips on how to make a better city? This is tips from someone who has played City Skylines 2 and City Skylines 1 a lot. And I love these games very much. So I'm going to try and give you some help to and some information that will hopefully improve how your cities are, traffic flow, everything, and hopefully make your city successful. For this example, I'm going to be using one of my favorite large cities. It's a mixture between a planned city and a non-planned city. As you can see, there's definitely some planned elements over here, and I think overall it looks pretty nice, and there's just more detail the more you zoom in. And just like every good City Skylines city, the more you zoom in, the more laggy it gets. So that is certainly something I hope the devs hope to fix. But now, on to our first thing that will help you. Number one, don't rely too much upon cars. I know it's easy, I know it's simple to just build big highways and expand your roads, but seriously, it'll be the bane of traffic, of your world, of your save, forever. You will forever have traffic. Induced demand will just constantly get worse and worse. And if you want to keep your streets clear, like mine, so I've got a population of about 120,000 people, and most of it's really dense. I actually have no low density residential in this whole area. That's maybe some part of that over here, but the streets are surprisingly empty, except for pedestrians. But why is that? Because I heavily recommend that you invest in a good public transport system. So I have got a huge amount of people taking public transport of all kinds around my city. As you can see here, we have got quite the extensive metro network. Most of this is metro here. So we've got quite an extensive metro, bus service, train service, everything that really helps to ferry passengers over. So if a passenger wants to get from your central station, and more on central stations later, and they want to get to, let's say, one of these areas over here, then they can just take a train like this one over here, 192, and they can just take it back and forth. They don't need to take this highway, like, even though some do, they don't need to take it, right? There's many other options. Now on to part two. I highly recommend having a ring highway around your city. I know that a lot of people don't really suggest this. Oh wow, look how busy that is there. A lot of people don't do this, and it kills me, because what that basically does is it just gets all the traffic to go through your city, and it clogs it up. You want to get everyone going on certain highways that go either around or through. It doesn't really matter as long as they're disconnected from the main road network. And then they have exits and entries like this. And that's where they can hop on and off. I know it looks pretty ugly, and I know it takes up a lot of room, but it will solve your traffic. And I know I say solve your traffic, but then I've got all this over here. Yeah. But it will solve your traffic for quite the while. And it is a lot faster as well. But another thing, and this is probably one of the strangest tips I will give in this video, is ignore stupid shit like this. I know in City Skylines 1 it was important because they'd move away, but in this case this is just so stupid. There's literally no way I can solve this. What do you mean dirty water? Your water pipe. One sec, this is Editor Aiden here. I got cut off here due to some space reasons. My next segment is about building better intersections, because that is a crucial part of the games. And I'm just showing some examples of intersections in a different world. Here's an example of a better one. You see, I've got a main highway that runs all the way from the bridge, and then we've got all of these little things coming off of it. Yeah. This fucking stupid AI decides to queue and just stop in the middle of the road. Thank you, City Skylines devs, for that one. But you can see here that it makes traffic like so smooth. Traffic in City Skylines is your biggest enemy. Everyone hates traffic. No one likes it. It's not much fun to deal with. But by building stuff, well, I say stuff like this. Yeah, by building stuff like this, it can get slightly better. I just wish the traffic AI was not so retarded. Yeah. Alright, now the fourth or fifth tip now is actually quite an obvious one, and that is you want to plan the main area of your city. Some areas are really good to have unplanned, like here. You want to have this as like authentic, unplanned areas that can slowly expand out, and it gives your city a much more natural look. But some areas, especially the areas that receive high volumes of traffic, you want to keep planned. This will just, like, I drew this all out before. I drew out the road layout. I drew out where your central station will be. I drew where most of the stops would go and where the lines would go. And it has worked really well. Like, this is mostly a traffic-free, pedestrians everywhere, you know, buildings. This is probably the best area of my city. But I don't recommend you plan everything out because it's just not nearly as fun if you just have a grid. Like, that's another thing. Grids. Grids can be your friend, but grids can make the game boring really quickly because it's just like the gameplay loop is literally just go grids and then go ting 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 ting, put all that in and put in a couple parks. It's so boring. It's a lot more fun to do this. So every once in a while you want to shake it up a bit, you know? Have your own different design, have different areas. God, look at this tornado. Yeah, watch out. This is a very, very rare thing that could happen to one of your cities one day.
Rob goes to them and then gets arrested.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Yeah, be very careful. These are very rare and they're mostly like, you know, here and there. Natural disasters are pretty rare, but if one actually hits your city, that's pretty bad. Another reason not to do urban sprawl. Yeah, make that one of the points. Oh. This last tip is mainly just to keep you guys from having fun. Obviously, you're going to get burnt out of playing.
To keep you guys from having fun. That's to stop them, Rita.
So anyways, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this will help you to make better cities. Oh, and just one cheeky last tip for those who have stayed this far. I do recommend building some trees. It makes your city look so much nicer. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked it, only if you want to. And goodbye.